Hello, today we'll be going to practice questions 151 to 160 for the ISC2 CCSP exam. Let's begin. What strategy involves hiding data in a dataset to prevent someone from identifying specific individuals based on other data fields present? A. Anonymization. B. Tokenization. C. Masking. D. Obfuscation. The correct answer is A. Anonymization. This involves altering or removing identifiable information so individuals cannot be singled out, even when combined with other data fields. It prevents re-identification by ensuring the dataset no longer ties back to specific people. Why the other options are incorrect? B. Tokenization. Tokenization replaces sensitive values with random tokens but still allows the original data to be retrieved from a token vault. It does not prevent re-identification. C. Masking. Masking hides parts of data, but the original data still exists and can often be recovered internally. D. Obfuscation. Obfuscation makes data harder to interpret, but not impossible to reverse. It's meant for complexity, not protection from re-identification. Therefore, the correct answer is A. Which of the cloud cross-cutting aspects relates to the requirements placed on a system or application by law, policy, or requirements from standards? A. Regulatory requirements. B. Auditability. C. Service level agreements. D. Governance. The correct answer is A. Regulatory requirements. This aspect deals with legal, policy, and standards-based obligations that a cloud system or application must comply with. Why the other options are incorrect? B. Auditability. This refers to the ability to track actions and produce logs or evidence for audits, not legal or standards-based requirements. C. Service level agreements. SLAs define performance and availability expectations between provider and customer, not legal mandates. D. Governance. Governance covers oversight, decision-making, and ensuring policies are followed, but it is not specifically about laws or external standards. Therefore, the correct answer is A. Which data point that auditors always desire is very difficult to provide within a cloud environment? A. Access policy. B. Systems architecture. C. Baselines. D. Privacy statement. The correct answer is B. Systems architecture. Auditors often want detailed documentation of the internal systems architecture, but cloud providers do not expose these details, making it very difficult for customers to provide. Why the other options are incorrect? A. Access policy. Organizations can easily provide their own access policies without needing the cloud provider's internal details. C. Baselines. Customers can maintain and provide their own configuration and security baselines. D. Privacy statement. A privacy statement is a standard, publicly available document and not difficult to provide. Therefore, the correct answer is B. What type of host is exposed to the public internet for a specific reason and hardened to perform only that function for authorized users? A. Proxy. B. Bastion. C. Honeypot. D. WAF. The correct answer is B. Bastion. A Bastion host is intentionally exposed to the public internet and is heavily locked down, so it performs only its required function, such as acting as a secure jump point. It is minimized, hardened, and monitored because it is expected to face attacks. Why the other options are incorrect? A. Proxy. A proxy forwards traffic on behalf of clients and is not necessarily hardened as a dedicated exposed host like a Bastion. C. Honeypot. A honeypot is intentionally vulnerable to attract attackers, not hardened to serve authorized users. D. WAF. A web application firewall filters web traffic, but it is not a general-purpose hardened host exposed for a specific authorized user function. Therefore, the correct answer is B. Which security concept is focused on the trustworthiness of data? A. Integrity. B. Availability. C. Non-repudiation. D. Confidentiality. The correct answer is A. Integrity. Integrity is the security concept that ensures data is trustworthy, accurate, and has not been altered without authorization. Why the other options are incorrect? B. Availability. This deals with ensuring data and systems are accessible when needed, not trustworthiness. C. Non-repudiation. This ensures actions cannot be denied by the party who performed them. D. Confidentiality. This is about keeping data secret from unauthorized access. Therefore, the correct answer is A. Which OSI layer does IPsec operate at? A. Network. B. Transport. C. Application. D. Presentation. The correct answer is A. Network. IPsec operates at the OSI network layer, where it secures IP packets. Why the other options are incorrect? B. Transport. The transport layer handles protocols like TCP and UDP, not IPsec. C. Application. This layer deals with end-user applications, far above where IPsec functions. D. Presentation. This layer formats and encrypts data for applications, not network-level packet protection. Therefore, the correct answer is A. Which cloud cross-cutting aspect refers to the minimum performance standards and commitments that the cloud provider must meet for the customer? A. Regulatory requirements. B. SLAs. C. Auditability. D. Governance. The correct answer is B. SLAs. Service-level agreements specify the minimum performance standards and requirements that the cloud provider must meet for the customer. Why the other options are incorrect? A. Regulatory requirements. These come from laws and standards, not customer-defined performance expectations. C. Auditability. This is about generating logs and evidence for audits, not performance guarantees. D. Governance. Governance focuses on oversight and policy enforcement, not performance requirements. Therefore, the correct answer is B. Which of the following service capabilities gives the cloud customer the most control over resources and configurations? A. Desktop. B. Platform. C. Infrastructure. D. Software. The correct answer is C. Infrastructure. IaaS gives the customer the most control over resources, configurations, operating systems, networking, and storage. Why the other options are incorrect? A. Desktop. DAAS provides a managed virtual desktop with limited control compared to infrastructure. B. Platform. PaaS limits control to deployed applications while the provider manages the underlying stack. D. Software. SaaS provides the least control, as the provider manages everything except user settings. Therefore, the correct answer is C. What concept does the I represent with the STRIDE threat model? A. Integrity. B. Information disclosure. C. IT security. D. Insider threat. The correct answer is B. Information disclosure. In STRIDE, the I stands for information disclosure, which refers to unauthorized access to data. Why the other options are incorrect? A. Integrity. Integrity is part of CIA, not STRIDE. C. IT security. This is not a STRIDE category. D. Insider threat. This is also not one of the STRIDE threat components. Therefore, the correct answer is B. At which stage of the BCDR plan creation phase should security be included in discussions? A. Define scope. B. Analyze. C. Assess risk. D. Gather requirements. The correct answer is D. Gather requirements. Security must be included early during the requirements gathering stage, so that all security needs, constraints, and protections are built into the BCDR plan from the start. Why the other options are incorrect? A. Define scope. Scope setting happens before detailed requirements and will not yet capture specific security needs. B. Analyze. Analysis evaluates gathered information. Security should already have been included earlier. C. Assess risk. Risk assessment happens after requirements are known. Security input should come before this step. Therefore, the correct answer is D. Thank you for watching the video. If you want more exam questions, please visit www.dailydebian.com. Goodbye.